Welcome to another New Heights bonus video, 92 Percenters. This thing's presented by Wave Sports and Entertainment and brought to you by Walmart. Woo-hoo, we reeling in the big bucks, boys. Golly. Walmart doesn't just have everything for the holidays. We have your thing. Welcome to your Walmart.
Boy, do they.
They have everything, dude.
They do.
It's time for the weekend preview, baby, where this week we're going to preview our upcoming games, do a bonus edition of No Dumb Questions, and check out some submissions in the Fat Guys category of our greatest highlight of all time bracket.
I haven't seen this yet, but there's one highlight that it should be, and I'm very curious to see if it's the one that I want it to be. I want it to be Larry Allen hawking down an interception from back in the day. It's the greatest, most impressive physical feat I've ever seen from a big man. We'll see what they ended up rolling with.
All right now.
But let's start it off with a little Week 12 action. Chiefs at Raiders.
Going to Vegas, baby. Vegas, baby. Vegas.
First Raiders matchup of the season. You guys haven't seen him yet, and you're not even going to be able to meet Josh McDaniels on the field and explain to him why you didn't know who he was. When you first played the Broncos earlier this year, you talked about how you guys call it Broncos Week in the building. Does Raiders Week have a similar feeling?
100%.
Yeah, it's a division game.
Even the Chargers, you get that feeling. It's a divisional game, man. They and the Raiders got some dogs on defense.
Boy, do they.
Big time playmakers on offense, so they're definitely capable of beating anybody, man.
And they're playing much better now.
Listen, they're motivated, man. You said it best, man. That hungry dog, that thing run faster. But at the same time, we're pretty fucking hungry too. And with that being said, it's Raiders Week, baby. We know that we got to beat with the AFC, in general being a tight race right now, and it really being anybody's ball game to get that first seed. These divisional games to get in the playoffs are huge. Coming off 2 wins in their last 3 games under the interim head coach Antonio Pierce, he's got them boys playing fucking tough. And it's always a battle going up against Maxx Crosby and the gang.
Yeah, the Raiders are currently sitting 3rd place in the AFC West with a 5-6 record, coming off 2 wins in the last 3 games under the interim head coach. Yeah, it's going to be more of a challenge with the Raiders' newly motivated coaching change. Does the amount of cigar smoke make you at all intimidated?
No, I want all the smoke right now. I don't think we prepare any different. I think right now where we're at, we're focused on us. And shout out to the Raiders. That's the team that we got to beat. So we're going to be locked in on what they're doing and everything. But we talked about it earlier in the week on the actual show. And it's just finding our identity and not killing ourselves, man. Yeah, it's about us, man. And we're focused on that right now.
Well, this is Antonio Pierce's first head coaching role. He was previously the Raiders linebackers coach, and he, of course, played 9 years in the NFL as a linebacker on the Commanders and Giants when they won the Super Bowl in 2007. I love seeing former players take the next step and become successful coaches, so wish nothing but the best for Antonio Pierce. Unfortunate situation with Josh McDaniels midway through the season, but hope that he's certainly got them boys playing good football right now, and it'll be a good matchup this week. The Raiders defense, led by Patrick Graham and defensive end Maxx Crosby, are coming off a close one with the Dolphins. They ended up losing by 1 score, but finished with 2 fumble recoveries, 1 interception, and 1 sack. Maxx Crosby has 10.5 sacks this season. It's tied for the 5th most in the entire NFL. And how do the Chiefs offense prepare for guys like Maxx Crosby or premier edge defenders?
Chips, double teams. You can't just let Max go crazy, man. You're not putting your tackles in a great position, even if you got the best tackle in the league. It's just he's one of those guys where if you keep letting him get these one-on-one matchups, he's going to have some success. He's just that good of a fucking player. So, yeah, you got to chip him. You got to give him different looks. And you got to kind of keep him on his toes when it comes to a run-pass option, which means you got to run the ball. You got to run the ball effectively.
Do you ever think about letting Max go so that he can wake up the wrong motherfucker again?
No, we don't want to get Max. We don't want to get Max too pumped up.
You remember that clip with
like
Pat?
That. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course I do. I was right there when he was saying it. It's my God, man.
Well, cornerback Marcus Peters, obviously former teammate, signed with the Raiders this year. What's it like playing against a former defensive teammate, especially a guy that, you could see in coverage?
Dude, MP the Juice Man is my favorite.
What are the advantages, disadvantages?
Well, I fucking love Marcus Peters, first off.
Nice.
MP is one of my favorite teammates of all time. Just an absolute gamer, man. When he was here, he was kind of like how I'm known for not running the route. He's known for not playing his coverage.
Okay.
Or at least when he was here. I remember Alex Smith just saying that MP was just, it was like a practice, and
it's a wild card.
He was a wild card. We'd have like a deep cross concept where Marcus would be on the post side, and he would just let the post go.
Oh yeah,
he would just
risky.
He'd pick off the deep cross, and it's like if you can play like that. It was like every game he played against Phillip Rivers, he would have at least one pick. Yeah. He might have two. Yeah, MP is all time teammate, and definitely one of the better corners or better DBs I've played with. I think when you're playing a guy that you've played with or you play against a lot, it's just he knows more of your tendencies. I think what Marcus does good is he's pretty patient, at least when he's guarding me. So gonna try and keep him on his toes.
Nice.
Get this speed going. Got to get these legs moving, man.
Well, good luck.
Thank you, brother. Bills at Eagles. Bills coming off a huge win, 32-6 over the Jets. Damn, I didn't realize they beat them like that.
And I don't know that too many teams have.
Buffalo is now 6-5 and a couple games behind the Dolphins in the division, and they're in a spot where every game really matters for them. Is it tougher to play a team that's in a like must-win situation? Do you feel like you're going to get like their best shot or any more like locked in?
At 6-5, I don't know that you're must win. I mean, you're obviously the sense of urgency is heightened. Listen, it's hard to play good football teams in this league. I think every team kind of approaches games with the intensity that they're all important to win. We're going to get Buffalo's best, and they are coming off of a really, really good performance. So confidence is high right now. Josh Allen has been one of the best quarterbacks in the league over his time since joining the NFL. Sean McDermott is a hell of a coach. Their defense is always dynamic. They blitz from all over the place. They play really, really good as a team, always. It's going to be a tough game, no doubt about it. And you talked about, familiarity. You're playing Marcus Peters, former teammate. I got Linval Joseph. They just signed him a couple weeks ago. I played a lot against him. Yeah. He was our teammate last year. He's big. He's got long arms.
Not easy to move.
I always hate playing guys who are physically like, I got little tricks, but when I've done them on you a bunch of times, they don't usually work as well.
You know it, man.
It's like, dang it. He knows my stuff. I got to figure something else out.
That's how I was going up against Kevin this past week.
Me and Linval played against each other a lot, and he's among the best I've played since being in the NFL as far as nose guards are considered. And, they're a good team across the board. Obviously offensively, they can put up a lot of points, very dynamic. And then defensively, Sean McDermott's is about as good as it gets in terms of defensive minds in this league.
Well, the Bills currently have the number 4 scoring defense in the NFL, just allowing only 17.3 points a game without giving anything away. Of course, how are you guys really preparing for a defense like the Bills?
Again, we talk about this every week. It's always about us. You prepare for what you see on tape, and that doesn't necessarily change from week to week based on stats or how good a defense is. You're more preparing for, what do they like to do? What do they want to get to in certain situations? How do they play certain coverages? How do they play certain fronts? That's all the stuff you're preparing for. You just realize that, they're a really efficient defense and they play together. When you are the number 4 scoring defense in the NFL, that tells me that you're disciplined, that you guys play as a unit, that it's a very good team on defense. They're well coached. None of this is surprising. And whenever it's like that, that the amount of mistakes you are going to be able to overcome as an offense is going to be less. You're only going to get so many opportunities to score against a defense like this, and you have to capitalize on the opportunities that you get. So, looking forward to the challenge.
Well, you got Von Miller back in the building, man. He's one of the best in the league when healthy, and he's just now coming off of the ACL. Well, he came off, got back on the field a few weeks ago. He's always a force, always a force. You got to know where that guy is. He's
been one of the best edge rushers since I've been in the NFL. I think we both came in the same year, and he has been electric the entire time.
Yeah,
he's got that blend of. I mean, he's freakish in his ability to bend. Incredibly speed, like his quickness and speed is incredible, really.
Yeah.
And
it's a powerful man
because he can bend and he has so much explosion. A pretty big underrated part of his game is his power. He's just such a great player all around. I'm sure they're happy that he's back out there being the real head ass Von Miller, no doubt about it.
That does it for Week 12 game preview. Let's keep this thing moving to some no dumb questions.
All right. All right, time for some no-dumb questions. The question here was asked by a 92%er at our family reunion game watch party.
All right, now.
How about that? So this is obviously from a Philly fan, most likely. Thanks again to all the 92%ers in the Philly area who made it out to the event. From everything we heard from Cute-Ass Brandon and Jets Jake, they loved it. All right, let's take a look at the video.
Hi there, my name is Taylor, and I have 2 no-dumps questions for you. The first one is F, marry, kill, salsa, guacamole, and queso. And then the second one is your Mount Rushmore of TV parents.
Well, I can tell you, first of all, outstanding jersey, Taylor. That was Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Mentioned.
Correct.
Outstanding jersey. Love the Kelly green. 62 is not a bad number. I'm definitely going to kill the way you pronounce queso. What the fuck is queso?
The same thing. Queso? Queso? I don't even know. I should say that was crazy. I'll marry some guac, fuck some salsa up, and I'm killing queso.
God, queso's good, but yeah, I think of the 3, I think that's the proper order. I'm going to second that. For sure.
Not right now.
And then what was the second part was what? Mount Rushmore of, what was it again?
TV parents.
TV parents.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
All right.
We got some good ones. We got some good ones. Don't look at the list. All right,
I'm going to try to keep this honest.
Yeah.
Don't go off of branded suggestions. TV parents. What was the show? Oh my gosh. Growing Pains? What were the parents in Growing Pains? I just remember it was a really good it was good parents.
Growing
Pains. You remember Growing Pains?
No, not off the top of my head.
Seaver family.
There it is. Seaver family.
Growing Pains?
I don't know. It was on Nickelodeon or something like that growing up.
Dude, I watched TV with you my whole life, and I've never seen that show.
I thought those were good parents. The dad. I don't remember the mom, but Andy Griffith Show, the dad. Very strong.
There's no way that's real.
I'm just saying. I thought it was. I remember that's for some reason the dad in that is sticking out.
The only one that I can think of.
Brady Bunch.
No, we didn't. I was fucking way too old. Is
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen, man.
There you go.
Tim Allen. I feel like he was always one of my favorites. Toolman Taylor.
Gosh, I feel like there's. Let's look at some of these.
Some Danny Tanner. What was that?
Full House, yeah.
Full House. Full House was I was fucking with Danny Tanner.
I will say, if we're going current shows, it's not nostalgic, but the parents in the show Bluey are fantastic.
You just love all these.
This dad is like an unattainable level of dadness in that show, and it's gut wrenching that I'll never be as good as Bandit, if I'm being honest.
You're sick.
Homer and Marge from The Simpsons.
I wasn't a big Simpsons guy.
Neither was I. I think we've talked about this. I think
South Park.
South Park was our show. I think maybe I kind of want to revisit Simpsons as an adult now.
Dude,
maybe
oh my gosh. Arguably the most iconic, I'm not going to lie, this is going to take it for me, is Family Guy.
Peter Griffin.
Peter fucking
Lois.
Griffin and Lois, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to do a Mount Rushmore. Who are we putting up there?
All right, Mount Rushmore. Of all those people that we just said.
Yeah.
Half of whom I've already forgotten. Bluey's parents.
Bluey. All right. Well, I've seen that one with the girls.
I'll go with the Seaver family, even though I barely remember it. I feel like it was good. I'll go Andy Griffith. I need another one. Who am I going? I'm just not in love with any of these parents. Tim Allen is good. Even though I've always been more partial to Who's it? Who's the sidekick?
Al.
The neighbor.
Al. Everybody always says I look like Al, so the neighbor was great too.
Oh, I do, Matt. Yeah, you do look like Al.
I look just like him.
All right. Well, I'm going Family Guy, Peter and Lois.
All right.
And then I'm going. I'll tell you what, man. I just love Fresh Prince so fucking much. Phil and Vivian Banks. I love it, man. I could sit here and watch.
They were good.
Show after show, man. Another one was Family Matters, man. Carl Winslow. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Thought they were awesome.
Yeah.
Then who else? Who was a fucking real good one? Oh, fucking Al fucking Bundy. How could I forget? Married with Kids.
Definitely not. And I like who you want to be as a dad, but I mean, very, very high up there on enjoyment level. Yeah, I think you'd be hard pressed to find a better one than Al Bundy to watch on TV at least. I think I was trying to think Boy Meets World, but like Boy Meets World, I remember Mr. Feeney more than I remember the parents. You know what I mean? Like
teacher. Yeah.
Mr. Feeney was like the
neighbor,
the guy.
Yeah, he was the wisdom. He was the wisdom of the show.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a million that we're leaving off that I'm not being able to think of right now.
I'll tell you what, 92%ers, why don't you guys hit us with your TV family or TV parent Mount Rushmore?
What's that? Roseanne Barr and like John Goodman and Roseanne.
I mean, solid. It was a solid one. Yeah.
It's just like I'm a big John Goodman fan. I like John Goodman. I never really watched the show though. Not gonna lie.
Shout out to Johnny D.
Yeah.
Johnny G, I should say.
92%ers. What you think?
Please do. Before we get out of here, 92%ers, we want to give you a reminder about our new upcoming New Heights Greatest Highlight of All Time bracket. We're in the stages of finalizing some things, but wanted to remind the 92%ers to send in your suggestions for the bracket. The official categories, once again, are You Can't Do That Anymore, Kelsey Clips, Fat Guys, and Big Catches. Let's close this thing out with a clip suggestion that almost surely is making the final bracket from @Mary568 on YouTube. Category 3 of the best highlight clips is the touchdown by William Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah, it's a good one. There's no doubt about it.
It's a solid one, but Refrigerator Perry, man. God, look at the footage on that.
I mean, that's a big man. That is a big man running right through the middle.
With a neck roll, just giving ferocious two-hand high fives. Holy shit. He just ran through that guy.
50 got destroyed. I mean, that's 50's fault. I don't know what he was thinking trying to hit him in the shoulder pads. You got to go low.
You got to go low.
The fridge was low. It was going to be hard to get up under him on that one. But
you got to go ankles. It's either ankles or this is happening.
I don't care if you score going over top of me. I'm not doing that.
This isn't about to happen.
It's just stupid.
Damn, that's good, man. This touchdown is from Super Bowl 20, where the Bears defeated the Patriots 46-10. And this is in the fat guys category. Not to call the refrigerator fat guy, but that's a large human being.
Do me a favor. This is a great highlight. Do me a favor. Pull up the Larry Allen Hawking, the guy in the interception. This is the best big man highlight of all time. Have you ever seen this?
Yeah.
Peep the right tackle.
Big 7-3.
This video doesn't even do it justice because it's too choppy. It is amazing how fast he is sprinting with a cornerback in the NFL. Dude, it's an insane highlight.
Who's the fastest big man you've ever seen?
I mean, dude, I don't think I've ever seen a more impressive speed. Watch this. He goes from a dead stop. Cornerback is already running. I don't know that I've ever seen
325 moving like that.
Yeah.
Hitting the angle.
Saying.
Dude,
I don't think I've ever seen a more impressive feat of athleticism from a big man in the NFL.
I mean, that's pretty good. It's definitely impressive. I don't know if it's fat guy's best highlight, though.
All right. Well, we'll let the 92%ers decide.
We will.
How about that?
We will. There's a few other fat guy clips that I'm hoping come out there. I'm not going to force Brandon to bring on up, though. I'm going to see the 92%ers, and we're on the same page.
All righty.
Well, thank you, Mary. Appreciate you sending that in. And the Refrigerator Perry will always be a fat guy highlight.
That wraps up this weekend preview. This bonus video was presented by Walmart. Walmart doesn't just have everything for the holidays. We have your thing.
Ooh.
Welcome to your Walmart. Make sure you subscribe to the New Heights channel on YouTube so you know when all the new content and full shows are coming out. Don't forget to comment on this YouTube video, on social media, or on Club 92 website with your clip suggestions for the greatest highlight of all time bracket. Thank you as always to the 92%ers for tuning in. And thanks for attending the watch party in Philadelphia. That's all we got.
Adios, amigo.
You have a blessed day.